Welcome back to another Q&A session with DRWolf. We've got quite a few to get through today, so let's take a look at what sort of questions you have. Blue Rave 3 has a few questions for me. Who is your favorite brony musician? I would have to say Feather Pony Artist, ever since I came across her renditions of Dashy Mine and Mad Mares. Those are two songs I can listen to over and over again. Would you prefer that Hasbro stop making Equestria Girls style movies and work towards making an actual full-length movie of MLP in their pony versions instead? As of now, I've only seen the first Equestria Girls movie. I wasn't too interested in the premise, but I ended up enjoying the film more than I thought I would. I'm hoping that the writers have learned more about what worked and what didn't, so their second film will yield better results. With that said, I really would prefer to see an MLP movie set in the world of Equestria. I know there is so much potential here if Hasbro would give the staff that chance. In fact, I think that with some tweaking, A Canterlot Wedding really could have made for a great movie. I actually came up with some ideas on how those episodes could be rewritten to make for a better story overall. If there was a full moon out, would your OC look and have the personality and mind of a werewolf, or would he just howl at the moon uncontrollably? I can imagine if there were a full moon on a beautiful clear night, that Dr. Wolf would spend some time outside gazing at the sky while listening to Claire de Lune. Maria Vistica wants to know, do you have or want any pets? I currently own both a dog and a cat. A black Labrador retriever named Tucker, and a short-haired domestic tortoiseshell cat named Taffy. Jay Fluffington asks, as you amass more subscribers, do you find yourself putting less value in the individual subscriber? As much as I'd like to say that my hard work and dedication to my subscribers has allowed me to give them as much attention as I used to, my audience has just become too large for me to reply to all their comments, questions, and requests. It used to be that many months ago I could easily keep up with 1,000 or even 2,000 subscribers, giving each of them a reply and making them feel like they are part of the work I'm doing. I'm still trying to do the best I can. I'm still going to every individual channel that subscribes to me, leaving a message of appreciation. And I have managed to simplify some of my other projects so that I can have more time to dedicate to my subscribers. But I know that I'm just not able to give enough back to my audience like I used to. So I've been trying to pick and choose where I spend my time the best I can. And unfortunately, there are some questions, comments, and requests that are going unanswered. I hope that anyone out there who is still waiting for an answer isn't getting too disappointed with me. Red Toodle wants to know, I remember that you have 3 nieces. Are they all Terex kids or do you have any other siblings? Ah yes, you are referring to the 3 nieces who took part in my Equestria Girls review. They are actually the daughters of my eldest sister. You see, I come from a family of 6 children. Tarek is the second oldest of the family and I am the second youngest. And as of right now, I have 19 nieces and nephews. And who knows how much bigger our family is going to get in the next decade. GP Clockwork is asking, if you were a pony, what breed would you be? If my character was a pony, I can imagine that he would probably be an earth pony. As fun as it would be soaring through the clouds with the wings of a Pegasus, I really don't think that Dr. Wolf would fit very well as one. And even though Dr. Wolf would be fascinated with the study of magic, I don't really see him as a unicorn either. I would most likely make him an earth pony simply because out of all the pony races, the earth ponies seem to be the most humble. To me, it seems that they have to work the hardest to accomplish what they set out to do in life, and I can really respect that. Brony Girl 6729 wants to know, what state/country are you from? I currently live in the state of Utah. Been living here for the past 9 years. Lance the Autobot wants to know, ever thought of writing a fanfic of your own or with someone? I have thought about it, of course. I've come up with a lot of headcanons and even several episode ideas over these past months. And I've even thought up some lengthy follow-up story ideas on how to reintroduce both Chrysalis and King Sombra as far more fleshed out villains. However, I am still not a writer. I can come up with intriguing ideas and even create some broad outlines of stories, but I lack experience and creativity when it comes to character interactions. I really don't think I could create a fully fleshed out story that would keep a reader interested. Not to mention the fact that writing a several 100-page story would take up far too much of my free time. As for whether I could work with someone else to write the story ideas I've come up with, I suppose that's possible. But I'd have to see that they have a natural talent for writing engaging stories with a lot of experience to back it up. Perhaps someday down the line. Pony Kid asks, do you read spoilers before watching the episode or do you go in blind? Also, what do you think of the synopsis of the season finale? I do tend to read the synopsis of each episode at least a couple of weeks before it airs. I'll even watch the short clips that are typically released a day or two before the episode is released to the public. So yeah, I am one of those people who doesn't mind a few spoilers here and there. As for my thoughts on the synopsis of the Season 4 finale, I've already put together a video on that very topic, and I'd be curious to hear your thoughts on it. Girl Painting is asking, if your OC would be a pony, what kind of cutie mark would you have? I really don't know, honestly. Maybe something having to do with being a teacher? I've always enjoyed helping others to see things in a new light. Or maybe it would be something having to do with my voice talents. It seems rather apparent that many others enjoy listening to me. Or perhaps something to show my calm and collected nature, even in the middle of a raging storm? I don't know. Would any of you have an idea on what my cutie mark should be? Howl Clawheart wants to know, would you let me animate a 3 to 5 second opening for you? I very much encourage others to improve upon their talents, and I do enjoy seeing fans putting together their interpretations of DRWolf. I don't know whether I'd use an intro for all my videos, but if I do see something really creative and impressive, then I will show it to my watchers to hear their opinions on it. Abby Talker is asking, are you planning to go to the Crystal Mountain PonyCon that is held in Salt Lake this summer? I am planning on attending the Crystal Mountain PonyCon since it really is the only convention within driving distance from where I live. I have sent a request for running a panel there, but haven't gotten any response just yet. But even if I'm not hosting any events, I'm sure that I'll enjoy chatting with anyone who wants to meet up with me there. And maybe I can get over some of my shy nature and just enjoy the festivities. I want to thank each and every one of you who have taken part in this Q&A, especially with all the help you provided in growing my channel. I have enjoyed answering your questions, and it seems that there are still quite a few more to get through. Maybe I can put together another video in the coming weeks, or perhaps do another live stream podcast where you can ask your questions directly. In the meantime, though, I'll be getting back to working on finishing Season 4, and the way things are looking, this season finale is going to be spectacular. I am DRWolf, and I look forward to hearing from you.